everyone, WX Ninja here with another daily weather forecast update thingy-majig. Alright, so here we are. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. It's a great Geico commercial, by the way. Here we got a little cold air up here. Digs down to Wyoming and back up, and then kind of comes back down. I'm actually surprised to still see some precipitation over here. That low was supposed to kick off. Models aren't perfect, and the low's sticking around just a little bit. A little bit longer than we thought. Look at this, some rain down in California. I'm sure those people are probably so happy to see some rain. Last thing they need is any more fires. I hope it stays wet, and they don't have to worry about it for the rest of the year. That'd be nice for them down there. They deserve the break after all the devastation down there. But let's look at our snow forecast for the next several days. So here you see what's going on. Snow showers ending there and up north and out in the Four Corners region. This kind of slides to the southeast a little bit. Oklahoma and Texas going to get on a little more action there. Pretty quiet for Saturday. Looks like the northwestern part of Maine might get some snow. A little bit left over in the central part of the U.S. We see some Great Lakes region snow. It's going all the way through New England states there. So we'll have to watch and see if that actually happens. Look, there's 18 inches up in BC. Holy cow, that'd be quite the storm. That's for Sunday, so hopefully the models know something there. You'll see some snow in the Cascades out west. See Idaho, Montana, Wyoming getting in on some snow. Move forward in time for Tuesday. Just more widespread snow. Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving, so still here. Bigger snowstorm here out in the central part of the country. It's going to make traveling tough, obviously. There's going to probably be some airport delays and some snow in Washington, Oregon, down to California. If you're driving, this is going to be a little tough in here. I see 14 inches. We'll see. That's for Wednesday. Here's Thanksgiving Day. Still some leftover snow. It all kind of sags to the south a little bit there, getting into the Four Corner region. And then up in Wisconsin, Michigan. Could be a tough day travel-wise for Thanksgiving. So going to Thanksgiving weekend, here's Black Friday. Bundle up if you're going to go shopping. There's going to be some snow here in a large part of the U.S. Some out in the east New England states there too. Saturday, huge snowstorm for the central part of the U.S. It's pretty far out in time, so forecast hour 2:40. So we'll just look at the pattern, see if this is going to happen. Then it moves off to the northeast, some more snow back in the west. Kind of dies down. Doesn't really know what's going on. That's the craziest image I've ever seen. There's another crazy one. So what happens, just so you guys know, in case you're curious, when you get images like the crazy one here, so as the further out in time they go, the models, they don't do as well, obviously, because there's less data for them to deal with in a way. So it just makes forecasting way, way out in time hard, but like I say, we always look at the general pattern. All right, GFS. We use the Euro and we use the GFS. This is the GFS for snow. This is the GFS. Just kind of show you more specific where lows and stuff are going to be. You see that low. It's still hanging around a little bit here off the coast. Low into California. Central part and up there in the north. That all kind of swings off to the east. Kind of combines there. So this isn't as strong as... I believe it was spitting out some crazy numbers for this low. I mean, 987, yeah, that's strong. Look, a little icy there in Maine. Heads off right over Maine pretty much. Then you get some rain down here in the south, or close to the south. It moves further south. This low moves off, so another low for the weekend. You're welcome, New England states. Not as much widespread ice with this system as we saw before. Now it is turning more to ice, and then you see a little bit of rain trying to creep into Seattle. If I could talk right. Same thing there. Ice gets a little more widespread. Now they're low off the coast. Look at that. They've just been getting hammered with lows. Moves up, another little system there for Maine. Rain in the west, some snow moves into Idaho. That tries to scoot out of there. This becomes more widespread. Here's into Monday. See the low shooting across the country there. Some snow showers. Tries to get some heavier snow as this low really bombs. Man, 984. So there's your heavy snowstorm for Wednesday. We will have to see how this all sets up as we get closer to time. Obviously, the details will become more and more widespread, but could be some blizzard type conditions. That's pretty tightly packed isobars. See a low moving on to the west coast there. Moves straight north there, and this sticks around, gives some rain and snow to California. Slides to the south there. Then kind of dies out. A little windy. To the Rockies, it looks like. This is Thanksgiving Day. A little bit of ice up into Texas. Probably going to go into Oklahoma a little bit. This low tries to merge with some of this tropical moisture. A lot of rain, snow, and ice. This could be an interesting Black Friday. Slides off to the north. Low's trying to get its act together. Precipitation gets a little heavier. Snow and ice. So it's interacting with the colder air from this past low. As you can see, this is kind of the cold line, we'll say. As it's pushing north, it's overriding that colder air. That's why you're getting this freezing rain. So it could be some pretty big ice storms. Another system in the west. This is just a huge low, 979. That's going to be blizzard conditions. If this holds true for Saturday, November 30th, it's going to be one heck of a storm moving to the central part of the country up into Canada. Still throwing the ice out in front of the colder layer there. Until it can moderate, goes all the way to the coast. And then you see things starting to move back south. Another push of colder air. This is way out in time again, but we're just kind of looking at the overall pattern, so we'll just kind of breeze through this. You see another system coming onto the west coast, and that low is 977. All right, so here's the 500 millibar heights. And this is showing you, again, this is like cooler than average air. This is warmer than average air. So let's play it and let's see how it goes. Remember we saw that one runner tried to bring some colder air down like this, keep the high off. Another one had kind of the high pressure right over. I'm going to stop it here on Thanksgiving because obviously people are interested about Thanksgiving. So colder pool down here. We saw that low moving down and giving snow to the mountains in California and rain to California. So there it is. Shows up nicely on these heights. Higher than heights throughout much of Canada there. Let's play it again. So this kind of gets shunted off and tries to move to the east, but doesn't really make any progression. It's kind of sitting there getting stronger. Now it's coming down west a little bit, weakening, weakening, weakening. Another shot of potentially colder air. So it's trying to settle between the two solutions. Does the higher heights come inland or do they stay off coast? And the lower heights just come right down the coast, the west coast. It's trying to figure out a solution there. It's not 100% sure. But it is looking like more lower heights than higher heights. So it would be a little bit cooler versus being warm and dry like it has been. All right, let's move on to the last thing, temperature anomaly. This is the Euro. So warmer in the central part of the U.S. right now, colder on the coast, colder on the coast, colder a little bit up north. Move forward through time. This is going to go off to the east. This is a little warmer there coming on to the west coast. Kind of split through the central part of the U.S. Kind of moderates overall for Sunday. Then you see it kind of shoot down to the south as the next shot of colder air is coming. Now, it's kind of flipped. So now we have the cooler in the west for most parts. Obviously a little warmer right there, and then a little warmer on the east coast. So it's kind of flipped. Colder again in the west, colder again in the west. Now it's kind of all sagging south, pushing this down into the south U.S. So we'll just have to watch and see how things go, but the general pattern is it's getting a little cooler out west. That's what they're kind of going with. So again, this is WX Ninja. If you like the video, like it. If you don't, hate it, and then hate it with the thumbs down. Subscribe for more and click the bell icon. And we will see you next time. Take care.